Back from Once Upon a Time. This is episode 3 of season 3, and I'm very excited to carry on with the season, see what's going to happen next. Really liking this season so far. The first 2 episodes have been great. Loving Peter Pan as the villain. I think he's really cool. I think the actor's doing a really great job with that. And there's very interesting stuff going on with Mr. Gold as well, and like this past he can't let go of. And David seems to have been hit with some poison that he's probably going to keep a secret for 70 years and die or something. I'm hoping that's not going to get dragged out for too long, but we'll see what they go with it. I'm kind of interested. It's nice that he's kind of getting his own story. And yeah, Neil is trying to get to Neverland, I think, to find Emma. So I'm very excited to see where we're going to go with all of this, because we've definitely got off to a very interesting start with this season, and I'm really loving the direction they've taken. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it.
David Nolan let himself go.
No, David Nolan's dying from poison!
It's the camp. Pan's moving it. He's playing tricks on us.
Pan's
Little
keep
shit.
How are we gonna find Henry?
It's for a kind of game. A really fun game. I call it target practice.
And it's not a fun game! This guy.
The hell was that? Stand down, little John. We're fine.
Hey! Merry man!
It's my son, Roland.
Oh.
I know how to get to Neverland. I know how to get to Henry.
Offer the child.
Should be an inside source. Knows all about the camp, can get us in. She might even have some pixie dust left.
Tinkerbell?
Fly in.
Roast Swan. That's amusing. You get that later.
Sure about these.
And bring that simmering rage. It's all you have.
I mean, it has consumed her many times. Oh! Oh! How awkward would that have been?
Put me down!
Oh!
What are you doing?
Giving you a second chance.
Snow White. That's her name. Even I think that's a bit precious, and mine's Tinkerbell.
Yeah.
She's a monster.
I didn't jump. I fell. Right. You fell. I did. If I had... Oh, here's the good reasons.
Oh.
You know, I've got
That's
an
dark.
idea. You might want to try believing in me.
I do believe in fairies.
You and I combined are strong enough to overpower Pan.
What if we're not? I'm not going to take a chance on that. We're talking about Henry.
Take a chance, take a chance.
I'm aware of that. Sorry. I'm just worried about Henry.
Holy shit, she said sorry.
What's that?
I'm worried too.
Dream shape.
So I can shoot Pan. Through the fucking face. Oh shit.
Told you it was exhilarating. Come on. I have something to show you.
I feel like you wanted him to do that. Shit.
I'm sorry, mate. You know how long? Days. Weeks at most.
Stressful.
Summer.
I'm late.
For a very important date.
See you soon.
And I can't believe you want me to ignore someone who needs help. It's not very fairy-like.
I won't be the judge of what is
Yeah.
fairy-like.
But
No discussion.
Aw, I feel
Until further
bad.
notice, you are to remain here and continue your training under my direct supervision.
She just wants to help. Jesus. Green's a better colour anyway, so... Well, I was joking when I said sacrifice the kid. Gotta save Henry.
My father, he saved her. And your son. Oh.
Gotta love some emotional blackmail.
My staying out of her sight is probably best for Operation Henry.
Operation Henry?
That's what I've been calling it in my head because
Aww. That's wholesome.
he'd have a better name.
You would.
if you don't find her, keep going. Just get Henry. Don't worry about Tinkerbell. What the hell did you do to her?
Oh, I love that scene.
Now watch.
You're gonna burst into song or what?
What's that?
That is your happy ending. He's down there.
Who's it gonna be?
The guy with the lion tattoo.
That's him.
Pixie dust doesn't lie.
Oh. Alright then. To be fair, me. Oh. Oh dear.
The real question is, why does she have a ladder? Fairies have wings.
Guys, I found something.
Did she lose her wings?
How the hell did you get like this?
I met you.
Oh.
I stole for you. And for nothing. I'm in big trouble.
As I said, you're a terrible fairy.
Oh boy. Regina.
I thought we were friends.
I don't have friends.
Not with that attitude.
Fly away, Moth.
She finds it so much easier to be
Okay.
evil and
You
hateable.
want to kill me?
If Tinkerbell had met Regina on a better day, I think it all would have worked out.
I needed it.
This was your second chance.
Please.
Oh,
I promise I'm
that's
so
what Neil said earlier.
You betrayed my trust.
I no longer believe in you.
Oh no. Oh. Ow. That's kind of sad. Damn. It's pretty savage for a fairy.
You're right, I never went in. I was afraid.
I was petrified.
That anger was all I had. What would
Yeah.
I be without it?
Happy.
Weak.
She feels like that's all she
What
is.
good did you?
Well, fairy, right now you're making the same choice. I picked revenge over hope. And you're holding the result.
Ooh.
With Henry, I finally got something right.
Oh. That's
I thought
true.
you'd be able to say the same thing.
I've had this for a very long time. Long before you even thought of. Take a look and you know why I'm so sure you're the hero magic has been waiting for.
Is it the picture of him?
I'm sure she will forgive you.
I hope so.
We'll see.
I learned that lesson the hard way.
But nothing's gonna hurt you. You understand?
Not while I'm around.
Yeah.
Oh! I do that with parallels to when he did this with like Wendy and everyone though. Hello! Just misses. Splat.
There's someone I need to talk to before it's too late.
I loved one.
We shall see.
Oh. Is it Philip? I kind of hinted it before, I think.
You are one to talk to.
Oh, it's Aurora.
You see, Why are you smiling at me? I can tell you were bursting with news, but so am I. You are. Philip and I are expecting a baby.
Ooh. Oh, I feel bad.
Who the hell are you?
A pissed off mother, where is she?
Home. That is what you want, isn't it?
Okay.
Help if she did.
Listen closely.
Tell her.
I just want to get Henry back.
And all I wanted was a home. And thing is, I never found it till you came along. Even now, when I'm with you.
Don't do this.
You sure you're okay?
No!
I love you.
Come on.
Also, I'm dying.
Last thing we need is to get lost in here.
Oh no, is my son gonna be swayed? Oh! Impaled.
But I was
is it selfish? Because you didn't just ruin your life. You ruined his.
Oopsie.
Welcome.
Oh. Oh, it's Robin Hood. Oh. Oh. Okay, I'm going to try and keep it fairly short because it's really, really hot today and my camera is literally on fire. So I'm scared it's going to like shut down or overheat or something and then I lose all the footage. But yeah, I really love this episode again. Season 3 is killing it so far. I'm really, really enjoying it. Where to begin? I did like the theme of second chances that I felt was kind of running through this episode. You know, we had it with Tinkerbell's second chance that then cost her wings. And on a few occasions Neil mentioned it being his second chance as well. So I like that kind of running theme in this episode, and I think a big thing about Once Upon a Time is like the idea of redemption. We've seen that in so many characters, and whether or not it's possible. And I really like them kind of playing with that idea. I think it's always a very interesting thing. I think one of the best character arcs you can do on a TV show is the idea of redemption. If you can hear something in the background, my next door neighbour is doing something in the garden. So apologies if you can hear sawing or whatever that is. But yeah, I love that idea and I love that kind of theme in this episode, so that worked really cool, really well for me. And then I still love the group with like Emma leading everyone and all the little interactions and the kind of camaraderie that's developing between them. And I really love that scene between Emma and Regina, where she kind of like, Regina kept herself back, to, you know, because that was what was best for Henry. You know, she didn't want Tinkerbell to see her. I mean, how they kind of bonded a bit over the Operation Henry thing, which I loved, that Regina kind of came up with that name for herself, and that was very, very wholesome, because Henry's probably the best thing about Regina, almost. I love that this episode also very much focused on what Regina is, and who she is, what makes up Regina Mills, and what she would be without that. So I really like that exploration as well, because Regina's such a complex, interesting character. I think this episode was a great kind of demonstration of that. But yeah, I loved the Emma and Regina scene. That was really, really good. And I also liked David and Hook interacting. Hook seemed genuinely concerned for David, and wanted to help out with the fairy dust, pixie dust thing. So we'll see where that goes. They're still dragging it out. It's frustrating, but that's what TV shows do. So I just have to wait for that all to come out, and I'm sure David will be fine. They'll find a way to fix it. So we'll see what happens with that. But I really liked David and Hook's kind of interactions in this episode. They seem to developing very slowly some respect for each other that I really, really appreciate, and I really enjoyed that. And Tinkerbell being brought into the mix. I didn't know if we were going to see any more characters outside of like Pan and Hook, and the Lost Boys obviously. But yeah, we got Tinkerbell, which is pretty cool. I liked the kind of backstory they were giving her and Regina, how she like, lost her wings and stuff. I thought that was a very interesting thing to do with her as a character, because we kind of see Pan presented as the villain, and we almost had the threat of Tinkerbell being brought down to that level, but I think Regina kind of saved her in a way, so I think that shows that there is good in Regina, if nothing else, because she helped kind of save Tinkerbell a bit. I like that she's on board and might be helping out and stuff, so I really liked her inclusion. I thought that was really, really cool. I loved the story they did with her and the flashbacks, and how that tied into Robin Hood being a soulmate for Regina, apparently. I don't know if I see that pairing yet, but maybe they must be going somewhere with it, otherwise they wouldn't bother. So I am intrigued as to where they could go with that and see if that's going to be a pairing. I can't see it quite yet, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, I guess that means Robin could be sticking around for a lot longer, which is cool, because I really like the character of Robin Hood anyway. And I like the kind of plan in this episode with like Neil and Mulan and the little boy and stuff. And it worked, you know. So Neil is now in Neverland, so it's cool kind of getting more characters in the same place, gathering them together. So I really liked that kind of little story in this episode. And yeah, I like the idea that Regina is capable of having more than one soulmate, and she's still capable of having like this happy ending. So I really liked that idea, and just them exploring like she has this anger and like nothing else to her almost, and she feels like that's all she has. So that's why she constantly falls back on it. And it's kind of why she turned Tinkerbell away in the end and kind of betrayed her almost, betrayed her trust. Because it's just easier for her to be the villain, and it's easier for her to be hated than for her to try and redeem herself. So I love that kind of quality about her, and I love that they really explored that. And I feel like a big thing, Regina's like series-long arc, I guess, could be that redemption. Because she tried to like stay away from magic for a long time. Now she's suggesting it every fucking episode. So I don't really know where that's headed. But yeah, I feel like Regina could be on a quest for redemption at some point. I feel like that's where they're going to go with it, and I really like that they're kind of saying what is Regina without all this anger, and how like Gold kind of played into that. Well, Rumple played into that in this episode. So we didn't see Mr. Gold, but we saw Rumpelstiltskin. So yeah, I loved everything with Regina and exploring her character. Continuing to love Pan, I think he's a brilliant villain. I love his interactions with Henry, and I can't wait to learn a bit more about exactly what his plans are for that. But it was more just kind of Pan playing games with Henry a bit in this episode. And wondering whether or not Henry's going to be swayed by this. We'll have to wait and see. What else? Oh, Mulan. I really like Mulan in Once Upon a Time. I really like the actress who plays her quite a bit. And I like how they kind of sowed the seeds a long time ago that maybe she had feelings for Philip, and Aurora even confronted her about that. I distinctly remember that. And she was like, "Do you love Philip?" But it seems to be Aurora was the one she had feelings for. So I like how they kind of switched that up a bit. But then obviously there's kind of the tragedy in that. Aurora was pregnant and very much in love with Philip. So Mulan got her heart broken, bless her. And I like the idea of her kind of joining the Merry Men. I love that we saw the Merry Men. That was really cool. So yeah, that's kind of an interesting thing. I hope we see them again. So it did feel like they're almost kind of done, almost for now. So I'm not sure how they can play a role in the story going forward now that Neil's in Neverland. But I'm hoping that'll be brought back, especially with the whole thing with Regina and Peter Pan, not Peter Pan, Robin Hood. So that clearly isn't going to be going away anytime soon. So I'm sure we'll see them again, which I'm very excited for. But I liked that kind of little twist with Mulan in this episode as well. So yeah, great episode. I really, really loved it. This season is fantastic so far. I just love the Neverland setting and Peter Pan as a villain. I think it's really, really cool. So yeah, this was great. Very excited to see where we're going to go from here. And until my next reaction, thanks for watching.